Welcome to our midweek update. As you know, the fall kickoff is upon us. This Sunday is the big switch. We've had a great summer being outside on the lawn. What a wonderful lawn we have, and it's worked out fantastic for our services. So many people have enjoyed it. We're talking about definitely doing it next year. Maybe it's going to be August on the lawn or something like that. We just had a great time of praising God. But now as it gets colder, we're heading back inside for our fall kickoff. And I'm excited and thankful, really, because we're able, despite all the COVID restrictions, we are able to accommodate almost 250 on our Sunday indoors between our two services that we're going to run. And we're able to have singing. And that's not so for everybody. I was just talking to Paul Reese, our former pastor who's now in Scotland, and they're just getting back to being able to meet. He has a sanctuary that would hold, I think, close to 1,000, and they get to have 50 people. And of course, we know in other states they don't necessarily aren't able to do some of the things we're able to. So praise God, we get to meet together, we get to sing. Now the plan is we're going to have a 9 o'clock and an 11 o'clock service. The 9 o'clock service will be a service where we won't have singing. At both services, we're required to wear masks, but at the 9 o'clock, we won't have singing. That'll allow those who feel much more vulnerable to be able to come along and be involved. Although the service is for everybody, anybody can come, all ages, whatever. We would love you to come if the 9 o'clock is a great slot for you. And look at it this way. If it's a small enough service, if it's under 50, we'll actually hold it downstairs in the fellowship hall, and we'll really be able to have that kind of Sunday school atmosphere where there's a little more interaction and prayer together and those kind of things. So I'm kind of excited about that. A little different service. And then we'll have our 11 o'clock service. Our 11 o'clock service will include music and singing, and we also will have nursery for the 11 o'clock service. We're all set up for that. We have 25 spots for nursery. Now, what you need to know is there's registration. There's registration both for the services. You need to register so we know you're coming and we know what our numbers are for Sunday. You can do that online at our homepage. But you also need to register separately for the nursery. If your child is going to be in nursery, you need to make sure they're signed up so we know how many kids and at what levels they are for the nursery. So we're excited about that. We also, this fall, plan on having children's church, although we're not starting it up this Sunday. We're putting together a team for that. And right now it looks like what we're going to be able to do is have it on the 2nd and the 4th Sunday of the month. And we'll be kicking that off at the beginning of November. So there'll be updates coming on children's church. But we do have nursery for this Sunday. And as I said, there's 25 spots available. Now, there's a lot of other things going on as we kick off in the fall, including women's ministries and small groups, and you'll be hearing about those this Sunday. But I wanted to let you know what's going on with youth ministry, and Andrew is here for that right here.
Thanks, Gary. We're excited to announce that we're going to meet in person this fall coming up in 2020. But due to COVID, we have some restrictions we have to put in place. We're still going to meet in person at the warehouse, but it's going to look a little different. We're going to adopt a hybrid format where junior and senior high are going to be meeting at the warehouse every other week. So junior high will meet one week, and senior high will be meeting in small groups at people's homes or at maybe another part of the property. And so on those off weeks where junior, senior high aren't in the warehouse, the small group leader will communicate with the parents where they'll be meeting, and they'll be going through a video series together and discussing it as a group. The reason why we're doing this is because, one, we can only have 50 people in the warehouse. And so if we met together as a whole group, junior, senior high, we would max that out each and every week. And therefore, we couldn't allow students to invite cousins, friends, family members to come be a part of Crew. So we're going to separate just for this fall, and then look forward to hopefully in the beginning of 2021 to come back together. Some of the restrictions we'll have and protocols put in place is each student will have to wear a mask and continue to have their mask on throughout the night. We'll have physically distanced games and lessons. We'll have X's marked out in each spot where kids can sit with chairs or participate in the games. We'll have hand sanitizer available. And we also ask that if a child is showing any kind of symptoms, that you as the parent hold them back from that week, and we look forward to seeing them the following week to come. Also, we're excited to announce you can invite friends, but we also ask that you would please communicate with those parents and those kids that might be joining your kids to follow the protocols put in place, to bring a mask, and if they're showing any symptoms, to please stay home that week and encourage them to come the following. So we look forward to coming back together in person. We'll have emails sent out of the protocols and the measures taken in place for COVID, and we'll also have it on the website at the end of this week.
All right, so we're looking forward to regathering, to having everybody come on back and worship together. So come worship with us, be on mission with us. And as Andrew said, you can invite friends. See you this Sunday.